He's enjoying something, but I'm not sure if it's my book or your coffee. Maybe it's both.
Elizabeth watching Lucas reading her book in the cafe, I want to say that up to the point, it's really nice to see Elizabeth starting to step away from her teacher duties and motherhood just for a bit and trying to build up that confidence again in becoming a published author and just putting her focus back on her book. And it's really nice that Lucas is helping her with her personal desire to become a published author. You can see that she is a bit nervous, that feeling of that anticipation and excitement in there as well, and she just can't wait to hear what Lucas had to say about her book. But it's just really nice that she'd be able to bring life back to her book. Like, she'd be able to have some time set aside to do her personal hobbies and focus on dreams and goals that she has in her life. Being a teacher and being a mother are very important to her, but it's really nice to start to see Elizabeth focus on what she wants to do for herself.
I read 220 pages.
Well, you get an A for effort.
Thank you.
I think your stories and your characters are wonderful.
Really?
Yeah, they're quite good.
Well, I am so glad you feel that way.
But
There's a but.
in order to publish these, I think you need to go deeper.
What do you mean deeper?
The school teacher, Elsa, she's strong, feisty, independent. A lot like you.
She's a character, though. She isn't me.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I didn't feel enough from her. I wanted to feel that internal struggle.
I see. Well, thank you very much for reading these. You've certainly given me a lot to think about.
I guess I should be going back to the saloon.
This was really nice of you.
My pleasure. Elizabeth, your stories are good, but they could be great. My mother always used to tell me that the best writing comes right from the heart.
Thank you.
Elizabeth asked Lucas for honesty, right, about her book, and Lucas returned the honesty back to her. Good for him. Lucas mentioned about internal struggle, and I was thinking, like, when Elizabeth wrote the book, she was in a happier stage in her life. Like, Jack was alive, everything was going well in her life, and she wrote that book. And she hid it in the drawer ever since Jack died, and I assume that she didn't look at it, she didn't edit it, she didn't add or subtract anything, so the book is, you know, the book. Lucas mentioning internal struggle, I feel like those words are like a red flag to Elizabeth. Lucas is trying to encourage her to open up her heart a little bit more, be vulnerable. Her opening up more, like open her heart more in her writing, that will bring like a lot of emotion. She probably will start thinking about Jack and that sadness, that grief, like in that moment, like she's not ready to be vulnerable. That book is her past, and her past had moments, a lot of moments with Jack, and that book is associated with him in so many ways. Lucas telling her about that internal struggle, that would be a challenge for her, a good challenge. I just really like how Lucas was very honest, and he said it at the end. He's like, it's come from the heart, and there's no other great perspective than coming from your heart.
Elizabeth.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry about the other day. We were interrupted mid-conversation.
No need to apologize.
Besides, Lucas had to tell you all about his books.
Actually, I was referring to the quarrel between the boys.
Of course. Can I help you with something? I was just about to do my rounds.
I just wanted to say that Allie seems really happy you've made Hope Valley your home. I am too. Anyway, I should let you get to your rounds.
Elizabeth. Yeah, I wanted to say... Never mind.
What? Cat got your tongue?
Yeah, maybe. Or my better judgment.
Well, let me know when you figure it out.
I don't know what to say. Like, I noticed how Elizabeth was walking past the jail and she heard the door open, Nathan came out, she stopped in her path and turned around and just said hi. And when she said she apologized for the interruption of the conversation, it's really interesting how Nathan thought she meant Lucas, but she didn't mean Lucas, she meant the schoolboys. From that moment, I was thinking, oh, okay, so she really liked the fact that Lucas interrupted the conversation. Like, she didn't mind Lucas interrupting, and she didn't really see that conversation between her and Nathan before Lucas came. Like, she didn't see that private conversation with Nathan as like, you know, oh, I like you, I want to talk to you more, you know what I mean? Like, I think the conversation was like just like friendly in general, like nothing more. So Elizabeth not interested in Nathan like that. Then and Elizabeth were talking about Allie and making Hope Valley their home. That confused me again because it's just like, okay, is she happy that they are staying in Hope Valley just like in general, or like for the best for Allie, so she doesn't have to keep moving around with her Uncle Nathan? Or did she mean that she happy that they're staying in Hope Valley with the possibility of, you know, getting to know Nathan more, like in a romantic way? That other piece of the conversation, like, started to confuse me because I'm just like her facial expression is just like, I don't know, like, I feel like it was very hard and very vulnerable for her to say that. Like, I'm happy that you stay in Hope Valley. Like, it's like sending signal to Nathan, like, oh, okay, this woman really want me to stay in Hope Valley. Like, does she really, you know, very interested in me? The possibility of the beginning of Elizabeth sending mixed signal to Nathan. I don't know, I just got confused there in that scene. Yeah, and I'm still confused watching it back. I don't know. You guys, tell me anything what you think of this scene, because it's just like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, you know, all the little details of the journey of Elizabeth picking the guy at the end, like, this or that. So, I have one other thought. If you did not watch the entire season 8 of When Calls the Heart, skip the next minute of this video. Spoiler alert. So, I was thinking of the scene again, and I was like, this could have been like the best time for Nathan to tell Elizabeth his secret. And I'm just like, good. There had to be a moment where Nathan think about that. And I was like, this could have been that opportunity to tell Elizabeth the truth.
Hello.
Elizabeth.
Hi. I was just, excuse me.
So, what did you do now?
I offered her some free advice.
You want some free advice?
What's that?
Don't offer free advice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just realized, like, this scene, Elizabeth said hi, but Henry was the one that said hi back, right? So Lucas didn't even talk at all. Like, he just gave her, like, those facial expressions, like, you know, Lucas was, like, a bit nervous around her. He was thinking, like, did I give her the right advice? Like, did I do something wrong? Like, what I say offended her, you know? So he didn't want to say anything more and make it even worse or more awkward toward her. I really, every time I watch this scene, I just love the joke from Henry, like, don't give free advice. Like, I think that's like one of those classic funny moments in the entire show. Elizabeth turned around at the end after Lucas and Henry started walking again, and I just remembered that moment where Elizabeth turned around after Lucas and Nathan left in the beginning of this episode. So I was just thinking, oh my gosh, like, did she actually turn around just to talk to Lucas more? But Lucas already left and Nathan already left, and this scene she turned around again, and, you know, Lucas already left again with Henry. I don't know. Is that a possibility? Does that make sense?
Hey, what are you reading? Collection of frontier stories by Elizabeth Thatcher.
Well, that's you, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that you were a writer.
I am not.
I think that book says otherwise.
Well, I've been told that my writing should be deeper, so...
What does that mean?
Apparently, the best writing comes straight from the heart.
So what's in your heart? You let me know when you figure it out.
I really like Nathan's confidence. Elizabeth seemed to be, like, hesitated to talk about the book, and she just, like, didn't really want to talk much about the book, especially after what Lucas said to her. Part of me is like, she really doesn't want to talk about the book because of what Lucas said. And the other part of me is that she doesn't want to talk about the book much because Nathan is a Mountie, and the last time that she really ever shared her passion and her thoughts and feelings about her book was Jack, and Jack was a Mountie. You can totally see the effect of Lucas in this scene. She didn't tell Nathan that Lucas said it. Nathan saying that, like, you know, what's in your heart, I think that really surprised Elizabeth, and I think that caught her in the moment, like, wow. Very surprised Nathan said that. And he said, you know, let me know when you figure it out. And I'm like, that's like, you know, back at her. Let me know when you figure out in the earlier scene right outside the jail in this episode.
Lucas,
Elizabeth,
I just wanted to say...
you're right. What do I know about writing? Look, my mother's the expert in the family, not me, and apologies for sticking my nose where it didn't belong.
I'm really glad that you did.
You are?
You were right.
I'm sorry? Can you repeat that?
Mm-hmm. I do need to go deeper with my writing, and I'm going to.
I can't wait to see what you do with your stories.
Oh, no, I'm not rewriting them.
Oh, I thought...
I'm putting my short stories away, and I'm writing a novel.
That's great.
Thank you.
I just realized now, like, her book is a collection of short stories, and she now wants to write a novel, and I'm like, why did I not remember that? So, I don't know, I always thought her book, you know, but I just realized it now, like, her book was a collection of short stories, and now she's, like, going a step higher, and she's writing a novel, and I'm just like, girl, go kick ass. Really proud of Elizabeth in this episode. She really going all in and focusing on her passion with the writing, and I truly believe that both Nathan and Lucas both encouraged her in this episode on what to do with her book, and you can tell that she thought about it a lot, and it's really nice to see that she had her first book as it is, because I don't blame her. Like, she probably didn't want to change anything. It was like her first real gig. Was very grateful that Jack was able to do the illustration in the book. Like, she was proud of that work. Her writing a novel not only tells you that she is confident, but she still had that fire in her to become a published author. Like, she had that mindset, that goal, like, you know what, I am not giving up, I'm going all in, and I can do this. It's really nice to see her in this moment in her life, like, she's doing something that she loved. It's really beautiful. Lucas, being a gentleman again, he apologized to her for stepping over the line in his advice and opinion about her book. Elizabeth understand where he was coming from, and it's really nice to have that mutual respect between these two. Nathan, I don't know what to say about Nathan overall in this episode. I just know that Nathan had this feeling for Elizabeth. I know that she was very touched by Nathan of what he said about what's in your heart. It was something that she needed to hear in that moment. It was just like a perfect timing, the right place at the right time to say that to Elizabeth, what's in your heart. And I think she was very grateful to hear that, and I think that helped her to decide what to do in her writing journey. So kudos to both men. They did help Elizabeth in their own ways. We'll see what happens in the next episode. Season 7 is just like, the love triangle is just like blasted upward. A lot of things gonna happen in this season, so I'll see you on Sunday with episode 2 of season 7. Any thoughts, comment down below. Spread this Teacup trail with your hearty friends, and I hope you still enjoying this. I will see you next time. Bye!